Hello again.
So we're coming at you again with another Wii U video. This one isn't really like regarding any new news, but just more so like some fanboy kind of issues that I've run into on YouTube, and just kind of like you know, some debates that I've gotten into with
some internet trolling, possibly, from what I'm hearing.
I don't even know if it's trolling, dude. I don't think it's trolling. You have to understand these Nintendo fanboys, dude. They're passionate, man. They're latching on to false hope. Like, these aren't trolls. I'll guarantee you they're not trolls.
Or my money back?
Yes. Guarantee your money back, dude.
Shit.
Exactly. So, like, I had this guy PM me on YouTube.
So the guy the guy actually PM'd you?
Yeah.
Like, it got that intense that he just fucking couldn't, like, just fucking make a double, like, post on YouTube? Yeah.
No.
Too many characters?
And that's what I do. If I reply to somebody and I have some more information that I want to use against somebody, I'll just double post.
Yeah.
Sometimes even triple post.
Yeah,
But
like, it's
dude,
so easy to do.
Don't fucking PM something, dude. Whenever you PM somebody, you're outside of the public realm.
Yeah, it's almost like a sign of cowardice.
Yeah, exactly.
Eyes.
Actually, I did about a month ago. I texted, or I PM'd somebody that back. They were like, they sent me this fucking novel, and I was like, dude, if you want to fucking debate this shit, debate it in the comment section, because like, this is outside of the public realm, and you know, you just PMing me like this is kind of like, you know, solid proof that you're not even like willing to defend your you know, fucking position in a public domain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the whole PMing thing is about. But anyways, so this guy was, God, I can't even believe this fucking guy was actually trying to fucking like push this point. I think he actually PM'd me this before E3. So this was before, actually, nah, it was after because there was the Game Developers Conference where the CEO of Epic Games, Mark Rain, was asked about Unreal Engine 4 and its support for the Wii U. He was like, so it will the Wii U also you know, be compatible with Unreal Engine 4? Dude, he fucking laughed out loud and literally in front of an audience of people, and then the entire audience erupted in laughter.
Oh.
So what does that tell you, just right off the bat? That what that says is that, like, no, Wii U is not capable of running a next gen version of the Unreal Engine at all. And even, dude, okay, first of all, it doesn't even take that to know that fact. Like,
You just gotta see some, like, gameplay videos.
look at the games.
Yeah.
EA, or no, actually, man, yeah. If you look at the tech demos for that that Epic Games has put out for Unreal Engine 4, dude, it's clearly not possible on fucking Wii U. This even goes back to, like, remember that one with that detective-looking guy that, like, transforms into, like, that rocky kind of guy, and there's that, like, big mech? Remember he's, like, smoking the cigar and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that tech demo was not even possible on the Wii U. And that was, like, Unreal Engine 3.5, pretty much.
Right.
That was just an upgraded version of Unreal Engine 3, but not even... Okay, so in a later interview, the same guy, Mark Rain, was like, so, you know, like, tell us about the, you know, what, you know... Okay, he's like, okay, you know, I'll give the Wii U the benefit of the doubt. It is actually possible for the Unreal Engine... The Unreal Engine 4 is optimized to actually run on the Wii U, but it will not feature any of the next-gen components. So basically, there's really no reason to develop any games on Unreal Engine 4. You might as well, you might as well just use Unreal Engine 3 at that point. That's what he said. And this guy just fucking PM'd me, and he's like, "What do you mean, fucking Unreal Engine 4 wasn't gonna run on fucking you know, Wii U? Like, even they, you know, they said themselves that it's gonna run on Wii U." And I'm saying, like, dude. And then, like, you know, I told him about that shit that Mark Rain said, and I'm like, dude, it's obvious, you know, and like,
straight from the horse's mouth, pretty much.
And then, you know, the same thing happened with EA with their, you know, DICE with their freaking Frostbite 3 engine, you know, the Unreal Engine 4. I mean, fucking Battlefield 4 and Mirror's Edge 2. They both used the Frostbite 3.
Yeah.
And he was trying to fucking tell me that, oh yeah, man, this shit is gonna, yeah, man, it's capable of running fucking... It's like, dude, what indication has Nintendo given you that they're able to freaking run these next-gen engines? You know, like, what indication? Like, every developer that's actually come out and spoken about the Wii U hardware has done nothing but talk negatively about it talk about the fucking slow CPU and the new like RAM that they use that's not even.
Yeah, I mean, if they can't even do fucking ports of like current gen like
games that have been out for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what the fuck makes these people think that's gonna be able to run
fucking,
Battlefield 4?
Yeah, fucking Call of Duty.
Like, so yeah, E3 rolls around, they announce that Battlefield 4 is canceled for fucking Wii U.
Yeah. Jesus.
And I'm just like literally rubbing that shit in that guy's face, and I'm like, fucking okay, like what the fuck?
Like it sounds like this guy didn't even do any kind of not even just research, just looking at fucking news.
Yeah, so this is what this guy does. He fucking links me. I replied to him like, okay, see the proof is in the pudding.
Right.
If fucking Nintendo Wii U is not like supporting any of these games that actually use any of these engines, then where do you come to the conclusion that they're actually able to support them? He links me to this fucking article from like NintendoFanboy.com, pretty much. It's like has Nintendo in the fucking like
Nintendo
URL
News,
yeah,
or Nintendo
like
Cast, or
yeah.
some shit.
And I'm like, dude, I even clicked the article, and it's just like one of the fucking CEOs saying, oh yeah, we can run Frostbite 3 on the Wii U, but it's probably just the same as like fucking with Unreal Engine 4, where they have to run like it's not able to have any of those next gen components. Only. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you can use it, but you can't have any of the next gen components on it, So I told him, I was like, man, dude, like you're getting desperate here, like fucking Nintendo, like you're actually sending me a URL, like, dude, if this shit was actually like, a legitimate point you're trying to make here, you would have linked me to an article from like an actual mainstream kind of like news source.
Yeah,
not
one that's
Nintendo.
One that's like
news.com.
Just neutral.
Yeah, not some biased shit. Of course, the Nintendo fanboy side is going to come out and saying, "Oh yeah, see, this art they stated that and then at the same time, Battlefield 4 gets canceled. Mirror's Edge 2 is not fucking announced for Wii U. EA isn't even making any games for the Wii U.
Shit.
They're not even making any games. So FIFA, Madden, all of their fucking sports games are not making their way to the fucking system. None of DICE's games are making their way to the fucking system.
God,
EA has literally
depressing.
EA has literally dropped all support.
Oh.
And this guy's trying to fucking tell me this shit, dude. I was like, man, this fucking people are getting desperate as fuck.
Dude, people like I've seen on Kotaku, like people in the comment section, like somebody actually even said, well, I mean, it's like it's not even about the graphics, like,
God,
I actually like the fact that they're like, that means they're concentrating more on the game.
Man, fuck that shit. God, these people literally latch on to the most stupidest things. They're like, of course, that's something that you're gonna say whenever you're in a position like like a lower position. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, well, we don't have the fucking the badass graphics, so yeah, graphics don't matter. How much you want to bet that they wouldn't be saying that if their fucking console was actually more powerful than the PS4
or like
and the Xbox One?
Yeah, the Kinect is gonna fucking has the ability to fucking track my moves and all that and my information, but I mean, my laptop already does it through its webcam, built-in webcam,
yeah.
And our phones do it anyway. So like, what's the difference? I mean, it's just one more. Like, dude, like, yeah, fine, but you're still like adding on to the fucking. You're consuming another product that's fucking like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, okay, fine. You've got to have your Donkey Kong and your fucking Metroid and your Zeldas. All right. But don't fucking come to me. I mean, don't try to like argue that this shit's gonna fucking be like successful and like so badass based off of opinion.
Yeah,
like just straight up.
Or
opinion.
like a biased source or whatever. You
yeah.
know, like
I mean, if it's something that's for you and it's something that you're looking forward to, hey, yeah, that's great. I'm not that doesn't make you like a bad person or anything or stupid. But I mean, if you're gonna tell me that's like, oh, it's gonna wipe the floor with like, these other two fucking consoles and they're gonna fucking thrive. That's whenever you're kind of disregarding reality a little bit.
Dude, I mean, like this whole fucking argument that Nintendo fanboys have been bringing up since like the information came out that their system wasn't next gen. It has been, oh, graphics don't matter. It's about the games. Well,
yeah.
like so if it's not about the graphics, then why do you upgrade to like Super NES or an N64? Why
Yeah.
don't you keep gaming on NES?
Oh man, just hold on to that. That's exactly what the fucking Xbox One or the futurists, I guess is the term now. We're talking about the Xbox One. It's like, what, dude? What if you don't fucking have the family plan? You just have an upgraded 360. Yeah, great. The PS4 is just an upgraded PS3 with just better graphics. That's kind of how it's been going on for like forever. Like, why is it now that it's not next gen, but the past like decades of like better like consoles with like better graphics? Of course, that's like the main thing that makes a console next gen is better graphics.
Yeah. Well, not only
not
that,
even yeah, well,
more powerful hardware.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's not just pretty like images.
Yeah.
And like better animation. Oh, which yeah, better animation plays into part with like better like physics.
Yeah.
Better gameplay, options that you have. And that's why I've been saying like these past couple of podcasts that family plan, it's not the only way to innovate. Not even by a long shot. That's not the only path like to
Dude,
take if you want to be innovative.
To me, that thing is not even innovative at all. It's because like, I mean, come on, like oh, you can share your games with up to 10 family members. Yeah, we've already been able to do that for the past since forever.
Yeah,
we've already been able to actually share our games with people.
Yeah.
So why are you like now coming out saying this is a fucking feature? It's actually not innovative at all. It's like just a way to fucking like go around the whole DRM situation. You know what I'm saying? But like going back to Nintendo.
Yeah, go back to
go. I mean, yeah, this whole fucking like graphics debate. It's like, oh, graphics don't matter. It's like, man, okay, because of PS4's more powerful hardware this generation, they're able to incorporate features like streaming games, like fucking like through Gaikai, and they're able to do game sharing, like with having people come into your game. That you can stream your fucking game, the share button, posting your shit on YouTube. You have a dedicated processor just for those tasks, and then you have your processes that are, running the game.
Yeah.
And even the Xbox One has dedicated like RAM to run the tasks that do the cable box and the fucking Kinect and all that shit. They have like they need more computing power to like run the game engine plus these other tasks.
Right.
And then even the Wii U is guilty of that because they have to have delegated RAM to output an image to the controller screen.
Right.
But unlucky for them, they had to fucking they don't have the fucking high ass amount of RAM that the PS4 and the Xbox One do. 8 gigs. They have like 3 gigs, I think, of RAM, and 1 gig of RAM of that like is delegated to the freaking tablet controller.
Right.
So it's just like, okay, they have the short end of the stick anyway. But even so, like saying that more powerful hardware doesn't increase the the gameplay in any way is like an absurd thing to say.
Yeah.
It's absurd. It's like, I mean, like if you're saying that graphics don't matter, then how would you be able to play like a game like The Last of Us on a fucking cell phone?
Yeah. Or even if you want to go back, like Half-Life 2.
Yeah. Or fucking
like you couldn't. Okay, Half-Life 2 was released for the PC, but then they ported that to Xbox. Okay, like every 5 seconds or every like 5 minutes, okay, I'll be generous, you fucking run into a load screen. Not even going from like one location to like the other.
Yeah.
It's just from like exploring.
Yeah. Just go into the next portion.
That's
of the
because the
game.
Xbox wasn't capable of like handling.
Dude, and we all know about Morrowind and that whole
Yeah.
thing with 360 and like how the load times were just astronomical.
Yeah.
Just going into a different area, just like, oh, I want to go to this area, just fucking literally wait for a minute for that shit to load. But, that's, yeah. But, obviously more powerful hardware will help fix that situation.
Exactly.
Having higher buffer rates that, fucking read the information on the disk and fucking, like, put it to your system, fucking having... See, that's another thing that fucking the Wii U can't even do, is, like, install portions of the game onto your hard drive because its hard drive is so fucking small that it can't even fucking handle, like, say if you want to, the MGS4 installation data.
Yeah.
Remember how you have to wait for each chapter to load for like 3 minutes?
Right.
And then they came out with that update where you just install the whole game.
You
literally could not do that on fucking Wii U.
Yeah.
Just because of the amount of space that required.
Jeez. Yeah.
Like you know, it's just that's you know what I'm saying.
How many gigs did they come out with? Like it's like what, like 32 gigs?
Well, okay, they had a 32 gig and an 8 gig model, but both they had a day one update that you had to download. That was like 5 gigs. So like the 8 gig model turns into a 3 gig.
Yeah.
And the 32 gig, turns around to like a 27 fucking gig. And then, dude, demos, updates, DLC, fucking, you know, game installations, you know, fucking full game downloads, all that shit would eat up a 27 gig hard drive within a matter of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
if there was content, but there's not any content for the Wii U. That's the sad thing.
Maybe that's why they fucking decided to release it with like so little like space.
Yeah, they already knew that like nobody was gonna have anything to download onto that hard drive anyway. That's pretty sad, but yeah. Anyways, but yeah, the whole like graphics issue, you know, that or like the whole issue that I was talking about with next gen engines, you know, it gets even worse because this other guy that I was talking to, or like this other video that I saw, is by this YouTube.
Let me go ahead and like add, you know, hold that thought.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, like I said, you don't need to have a family plan to have innovation. And you know, if you want to use that logic against me somehow and say like, well, you don't have to have like badass graphics for innovation, and well, okay, fine, but don't expect that this console to be that successful.
Yeah,
that's just it. I mean,
are you talking about Xbox One?
I'm talking about the Wii U.
Oh, okay, but
you know,
because of
because of graphics. I mean, okay, fine. You know, you can make some, you know, decent titles. You know, just using, you know, like lower end graphics. Yeah, fine. You can innovate in whatever way, artistically or gameplay wise. Okay, but like I said, don't expect that console to be very successful.
Yeah, whenever people like purchase or invest into a next generation console, the expectation of a upgrade in graphics is attached.
Yeah,
it's tagged on to that fucking
purchase. It's
been
that way for years
since the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
So now that Nintendo is just like, oh yeah, we're releasing our next gen competitor, but it's like last gen tech.
Yeah.
At least the Wii U was better than the Xbox, which was the highest end console of last generation, but now they're releasing a console that's not even as powerful as...
Well, you mean the Wii, right?
Yeah, the Wii came out, and it was more powerful than the Xbox. And the Wii U comes out, and it's not even as powerful. It hasn't even proven itself to be as powerful as the fucking PS3. Especially after The Last of Us just came out. It's like, okay,
yeah.
Well, where's your game that looks this good? Bayonetta 2? Come on. And, you know, fucking goddamn. Okay, but anyways, going back to my point that I was going to make. Okay, so it's even worse than that. Okay, so they think it's all about the gameplay. It's about the game. They're all about the games. Okay, so this new fucking Black Bond, he's a YouTube uploader, and he fucking always he talks about Nintendo a lot. I think you've seen a few of his videos.
I think so.
And he was talking about Mario 3D World, the new fucking Mario game coming out this year for the Wii U.
Yeah.
So it's a co-op game, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
4 players, but it doesn't support online co-op. Doesn't support it.
That is fucking crazy talk.
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
You've been able to like, if you have multiplayer, it was usually like implied that you were able to do online multiplayer since like the end of the generation before this one.
Yeah. Like even as far as PC is concerned, they've been doing that for fucking like decades.
Yeah.
Like,
that's fucking insane.
Yeah, if you have a co-op game, you're gonna most likely have a online feature to tag along to fucking enhance that, dude. And people were like, "What?" Like Nintendo fans don't necessarily care about online play. That's where that's where it stands. I'm like, what? Okay, so it went from graphics don't matter to now gameplay features don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. How is... Okay, so, like Little Big Planet, for instance. Like, you can put that game in the same category. It's co-op, fucking platforming game. Yeah. You can have a fucking online or, like, another party join your game anytime.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they can, join in your game.
And
you can play with people.
Yeah, the benefit with this game is that you don't have to have, like, split screen. And you can, you have multiple people in your room play with you. And you can also do online play.
Yeah. Like, that's just like...
Like, how is that not, like, a benefit that's, like, something to attain?
Yeah. Especially whenever there are so little Wii U's out there to begin with, and these people, like, they probably, like, okay, I only know one person with a Wii U, okay? And even if this guy buys the system, he's not going to have anybody to play with, like...
Yeah.
No, okay, there are so many situations, okay, say you moved out of town recently, you don't have anybody to play with, so, you know,
right.
You can't play online. Say if you don't have any friends at all, you know? Say if you, you live in a rural area and nobody you're the only one with the Wii U in that entire area.
Yeah.
You know, like, all these situations, there are so many that could arise to where, like, say you have friends, but none of them want to play Mario, you know?
Yeah.
So you're just playing by yourself. Having the option to invite an online party is just the most obvious thing for this type of game.
Yeah.
But you can't. And people are actually trying to fucking defend it. They can't, though. They're fucking shit.
I
just
mean,
falls flat
that's
on its
whenever
face.
you reach the point where it's just like, well, it just works for me.
Yeah.
I mean, which is, like I said before, it's fine.
I can't believe that it went as far as this guy just like, oh yeah, you know, Nintendo fans don't necessarily care about online play. Yeah. What, dude? Okay, maybe you say that because you haven't experienced online play.
Yeah.
You know, because Nintendo's never given it to you.
Yeah. And even if you genuinely just don't like online play, it's like you have to accept, you know, that's whenever you can't, you know, come into the conversation talking about like the success of a console.
Yeah, like, okay, so
maybe it's success with you.
Even if you don't like online play yourself, how is incorporating an online feature going to hinder your single player experience? If you want to play it single player, not at all. You can turn the online off, you can unplug your Ethernet port or whatever, play it by yourself if you want to. It's not going to hinder shit, but like, not having that feature is literally just like, you know, just holding it back, really.
Yeah, it's kind of like in 2001. So go back into, you know, back whenever Halo was the fucking shit, fucking came out, everybody's talking about it, and then like some guys like, actually, I'm not gonna get an Xbox because Halo sucks. It's a fucking shitty game, so it's gonna fucking do bad. Okay. Yeah. Well, obviously, yeah, you don't like it, but this shit's like successful because of this.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, that it's like objective that it's doing well. It's gonna do well because of this.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I'm seeing here. I mean, you know, turning the tables around here. Like, okay, they like all these fucking features. You know, the Wii U does. It lacks all these features that should have been just like given. Pretty just expected.
Yeah.
It's like common sense. Standard.
Yeah. Like, especially in 2013, dude.
Yeah, but because, you know, a minority of people don't mind it, it means that it's going to, you know, that means it's going to be successful. It's going to, like, from the sound of things, going to trump both fucking, you know, fucking Xbox and PS4.
Yeah. They're actually using this like, oh yeah, we don't have the graphics, nor do we have the gameplay features. Yeah,
but we're but who's we?
I know, like, you're speaking for yourself, you guys? Dude. You're speaking for yourself. Get over yourself.
Yeah, we don't have the What are you fucking part of the Nintendo Legion or something? Do you work for Nintendo?
You do realize whenever you say something like that, you're speaking for every Nintendo user.
Yeah, you're starting to sound like a fucking cult fucking member.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid as fuck. Dude. Yeah, I can't even.
Not once in this podcast did we ever fucking like. Okay, yeah, we favor Sony. I mean, we're not gonna lie about it.
They're doing shit right.
Yeah, you know, if we, you know, and we both prefer the PlayStation 3, and so far, you know, the PlayStation 4 because of what's going on. But we're not once did we say, yeah, dude, we got the games, we got the fucking badass policies, dude. We're gonna fucking take this shit over. You know why? We don't do that because we're not getting paid for this shit.
Yeah.
We know they don't give a fuck about us. We know that the only reason they're fucking doing this shit is because they know that if they do it right, they're gonna get our money. We fucking know this shit. They're just a fucking company. They're just a fucking corporation that's out to get money. And they're just doing it smart. That's it. That's
well, in Nintendo's case, they're really not. And that's kind of like showing in their sales numbers.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah, that's just more reason. Cause see, if Sony was basically in Microsoft's position right now,
yeah,
I would not buy the PS4.
Right.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would not buy it. I'd be like, okay, fuck that shit. I'm not buying the PS4. But because they're catering like to the obvious needs of gamers, I'm sporting them. But yeah, if they were in a position
that's
where
the reason why I'm fucking like I was cheering whenever well, I didn't actually physically like cheer like but like that's why I was like supporting the fact that okay, they're doing. I mean, like I said before, it's like the most amazing thing about this the PlayStation conference is that, dude, they fucking got standing ovations.
Cheers, chants.
Because they were telling the audience that they were going to do the same shit that they've been doing all these years.
I can't believe it was that easy.
That's how absurd this fucking whole DRM shit was.
Yeah.
That just saying, yeah, you can totally fucking take a used game and just like sell it again if you want to, keep it forever, and you don't have to, worry about like, not being able to play it again if you fucking like give it to somebody else, and yeah.
And then you have Nintendo on the opposite side of the spectrum that's not even incorporating online play into its fucking flagship titles.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, they're not even allowing, it's a co-op game designed for co-op, but you can't play online. What the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, that would be gay as fuck. Like, man. Like, the thing is, I myself do not even, like, I never played Little Big Planet online because we always had it at my house and we always had 4 players to play with.
Yeah, we people that we hung out with, they would be down to play with us and stuff.
So I'd play it. But if I hadn't had that privilege, I would have definitely probably just played it online with other people,
Or if you have friends like outside of this, like out of town.
Or already listed some scenarios where like you'd most likely want to play online. Like if you recently moved and you didn't have any resources or like any acquaintances to like play with,
Yeah.
Dude, there are so many situations or scenarios to where you would want to play online and and it's just ridiculous that they're actually like literally blocking like fucking Nintendo users from doing this. This is completely unhealthy, especially knowing their stance right now.
Yeah.
But like in their situation, it's just fucking crazy. But moving along, I wanted to switch topics here.
All right.
Like we've nailed this one, but like there was a video that I saw. It was from Blackbuster. You know that guy?
Mm-hmm.
That cartoon character.
Yeah.
He's badass, by the way. Check out his channel.
Yeah.
But he's a pretty animated guy though. But like he was dude. Like okay, from what you've seen from his like just his personal videos, he had this one video where he was debating this guy. It was
really?
like a debate, like like on voice chat and shit.
Holy shit!
And he's completely different whenever he's in that situation.
Yeah,
he's like 100%.
I think it's pretty obvious that whenever he posts those videos like on camera, he's playing a character.
I gotta fucking show you a video though. Like I have to show you this video. It was really okay. He was debating this guy about Capcom DLC fucking what they've been doing with the DLC shit, and basically like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and they were mainly talking about. Actually, they didn't even mention Street Fighter Cross Tekken. They were talking about Marvel versus Capcom 3.
Yeah.
And basically how they like pretty much did the same thing with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and they had shit on the disc,
right?
But then you had to pay to like unlock shit that was already on the disc and shit like that. And this guy was desperately trying to fucking defend Capcom's stance, like from their perspective. But it's like, how the fuck can you even begin as a consumer? How can you even begin to defend a corporation's business practices whenever you're on the other spectrum, on the other side of the spectrum?
Right.
Like, you're literally fighting against yourself,
Yeah.
Like, dude, this whole like debate was a joke. Like he goes on later after the debate, he has like some closing comments where he talks about like how the whole thing got started, and it was just like an exchange on in the comments section.
Yeah.
And like Blackbuster invited him to a debate, and he was like, yeah. So they went on the debate. Yeah, the guy fucking got his ass handed to him, like straight up. Because you can't.
Did he have those awkward pauses?
No, he
Persona
didn't.
music.
He didn't have awkward pauses because he was
Yeah.
filling those silences with fucking utter bullshit.
Yeah.
Like just spewing random shit that didn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, and it just kind of goes to show you can't even begin to defend this fucking position. You can't even begin to defend any corporations like just fucking anti-consumer
Yeah.
business practices.
And I mean, wasn't this whole thing was because like they got caught because
Yeah.
somebody like hacked into the fucking disc and like, whoa, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, and one of the major points they brought up was the fact that they came out with Ultimate Edition of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, kind of like Super Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
And which isn't as bad. Okay, Super Street Fighter 4 came out. You know,
there's the arcade edition.
That too. But like, they came out with Super Street Fighter 4.
Right.
It wasn't shit that was already on the disc for fucking the first one.
Right.
Plus, it didn't even retail at a full price. It was at $40 when it came out. So
Right.
there was a price cut, right out of the box. But like, he was saying that like, okay, so after 5 months after Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out, they announced the Ultimate Edition, and then he traded in his copy at GameStop for $8. And then like, they fucking
Good
Yeah.
old GameStop.
yeah, but really it's Capcom's fault.
Yeah.
Because like they already had this fucking in their mind. It was just a way to fucking screw over the consumer and be like, oh, this is the full game. You know what I'm saying? And there was already the whole thing. See, with Street Fighter 4, they didn't go as far as to like deny you access to information that was already on the disc that you purchased.
They at least, as far as we know, as much as we
They
know,
didn't even have downloadable characters for Street Fighter 4.
Right,
the only
right.
way you could get those characters was to purchase this Super Street Fighter 4 a year later.
Even if they already had them like developed and it's like, well, we'll just fucking release them later.
Yeah.
They could just fucking easily just lie to us and just be like, hey, well, we just fucking couldn't. Here,
Just to save face, dude.
Yeah. Here, with the fucking on-disc content, there's nothing. You fucking, you can't do shit.
Yeah, you have to look like an asshole. That's all there is to it. That's all that you're leaving yourself just to like.
It's like, oh,
you're exposing yourself.
Well, yeah, it's like on disc DLC, but that's only so like, once you buy it, it's already on the disc, so it's like it saves you all that download time. One of the most ridiculous fucking defenses that I've ever fucking heard.
Dude,
Like,
I'm gonna show you this video whenever we go back up there, and you're gonna fucking.
No, actually, I gotta get going now.
Oh, you do? Okay.
What time is it? Like 3?
Probably past. But yeah. Anyways, we probably gotta wrap this shit up right now. But like, I don't know. It's just fucking ridiculous. Like this debate. You got to remind me to show you this shit. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't believe this guy was genuinely trying to like defend Capcom's stance.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's like saying, that Final Fantasy game that came out for iPad,
Yeah.
like trying to defend like Square Enix's like stance on that fucking shit.
Yeah. Well, we were planning to release it on PSP for that price, so I mean, I thought it was only fair to just like release it, on Android for that same price. Well, okay, fine, yeah, but I mean, you can't expect to release a game in an environment where the most expensive that you ask for a video game, for a fucking game on Android, is fucking $10.
How much do they charge for that game?
It's like 20.
20 plus all the fucking like microtransactions that are tagged onto it,
Well,
that are forced pretty much.
Well, I don't know about that game.
Man, you know what's so
all the
badass about
bravest
Tekken Revolution?
is,
Tekken Revolution.
What's so badass about Tekken Revolution?
Okay, so it's free to play. You don't have to pay anything.
Sure, that's hadn't paid a cent so far.
I know that's what I was gonna get at. Haven't paid a cent so far. It actually rewards you if you fucking do good.
Yeah.
You don't have to like. It's basically works exactly like a fighting game would in a fucking arcade.
Yeah.
You put in a quarter. If you fucking like beat ass, you don't have to pay anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like that's the proper way to fucking do it. Not like Killer Instinct where you have to pay for per character or whatever, but like, or like
pay for like upgrades or like armor. Fucking like, yeah, that's
Imagine if they came out with a Tekken game for iPad where you just kind of like you just like tap the enemy and just, you know, the guy does random fucking shit, you know, and if you die, you have to, like, pay for another credit and shit. You're like, no skill involved at all. That's kind of what was All the Bravest?
All the Bravest.
Yeah, that's what it
kind
was
of
pretty
a play
much
on
was.
words with the ATB.
Yeah.
All the Bravest. Yeah, that shit was fucking... And it looked fucking, you know, pretty intriguing. You know, the whole, like, it's just get a shitload of fucking, like, characters
and shit?
Yeah. Just fucking have them, like, attack all at the same time and fucking... They all have their own ATV system. Yeah, it's badass. All the Bravest, yeah, bullshit. You know, you guys, just look it up. You guys already know. You guys would all, you already fucking know.
Hopefully you're aware of the bullshit that's tagged onto the fucking current state of gaming right now. Hopefully. Because if you don't, then you're in a world of hurt and fucking you're going to burn a hole in your wallet before you even know it.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Hopefully, man, people fucking wake up to some of this fucking, like, this microtransaction shit.
Bullshit. Well, it's just a quick example. Okay, you play the game a certain number of times. If your party dies, you have to wait. I think either 30 minutes or a day. I forget. A certain amount of time before you're able to fucking, like, do it again.
Revive your party?
Yeah. Or you can spend money to revive them.
Like automatically, yeah. Or immediately.
Okay. Which I guess in a way it's not too different from... Actually, no, it is different because it's only from you dying once. You can play Tekken Revolution a number of times before you actually have to, like, pay again. Or you wait for, like, a day.
Man, I fucking wish, like, every freaking game developer out there, like, operated in the same manner as, like, Namco Bandai, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Especially as far as, like, DLC and fucking free to play goes, because they've already proven that in both categories.
What's the guy's name? Harada?
Yeah.
What's his Anyway, whatever.
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, the
sunglasses.
Yeah, the developer of fucking Katsu. You know, it wasn't Katsuhiro. It was whatever. But anyways,
Katsuragi.
But it was he's. I wish everybody had the same principle.
Yeah, that guy has his conventions, his convictions.
Yeah.
And they're fucking badass as fuck.
I'm pretty sure he even takes flack from, like, his higher ups. They're
probably,
like, why don't you fucking incorporate these things? It's like, dude, he's definitely, of any developer out there, he's the one that's for the people the most I can even like imagine. Because
he fucking went out and said, no, I'm not gonna do that DLC bullshit,
dude.
The most I'll fucking do is timed.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Like, either unlock content within the game through timed release, or fucking through like a reward system.
Right now, you're gonna fucking get the shit now. If not,
you wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, don't sweat it. Well, I think it was like maybe like a month
to get everything, but it was slowly leaked. There was like literally like 4 packages of like characters and stages and shit.
Yeah,
but like, man, that's the way to do it. That's the way they do it in the arcades in Japan, you know, like this shit slowly kind of just, you know, works its way onto the thing. And it's like, okay, that's really badass.
People are going to fucking spend money, like, because they want to get that shit now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, because I just couldn't afford it. If I had the money, I totally would have fucking gotten it.
Gotten what?
Pre-ordered it.
Oh, well, you don't even have to spend money, really. It just goes towards the game anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't have the money at the time.
Oh, okay.
I meant to say.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Like, I just wish people would operate their business in the same, like, manner as him, because I even posted that in the video, that debate video that I was saying. I was like, man, I replied to a couple other people's comment, and then I just left like a general comment saying that, man, I wish every game was like Tekken Tag 2, to where you either unlock things through time release or like reward system, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than having to pay for shit that's already on the fucking disc.
Yeah,
that's so fucking stupid. And now he's even proven through free to play that he knows what he's doing. Like, the game is free. You have like a certain amount of credits. That's like actually pretty generous amount.
How many million downloads are they at right now? Is it $1 million?
Yeah, it's over $1 million now. $1 million for Tekken Revolution. I'm pretty sure people are loving it. Fucking, you know, it's like a coin-op fucking experience.
Yeah.
You know, you fucking put in a quarter, you fucking play the game, 1 credit. Dude, it's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, if you're going to provide a free-to-play... Dude, it's exactly how the fucking arcade works. you go in there, yeah, it's free to play. You don't have to buy the fucking cabinet to fucking play it, you know?
Yeah.
You go in there, you pay per play, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a proper experience, you know? It's one that, like, abides by the law. The law that's been, you know, written by fucking gaming. Yeah, the gaming law, dude. And, yeah, I don't know. I think it's really good. Definitely a lot fucking better than having to pay or having to pay for fucking content that's already on the disc, like fucking Capcom has done with Street Fighter Cross Tekken and Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous, man. Even right out of the gate.
Yeah.
You had to pay for fucking like Mega Man and shit. I'm like, oh man. No. Mega Man came free. That was the only one. Every other character that you wanted, you had to pay. Same with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, dude. I don't know why the fuck they thought that this was a good idea, but like I remember Katsuhiro Harada, that's his name. He even like denounced fucking like that business practice. Like, oh, with my game you can fucking you don't have to fucking fucking pay to fucking unlock shit on the fucking disc. It's like, dude, man, I can't believe you pay $60. I could understand if it was free to play. Yeah. You had to pay for characters, just like Killer Instinct, you know? Killer Instinct.
Which is kind of bullshit, but I mean, hey, what the fuck are you gonna do? You're not paying for anything.
Actually, like, man, can you believe that? Actually, it's like way more absurd to actually pay $60 and still have to fucking pay for extra characters rather than having a free to play game and paying for characters. Yeah. Way more absurd. Capcom is definitely in a fucking shitty ass position because they're still keeping it up, dude. They're not changing their policies on this shit at all, and it's doing nothing but just like really, really hurting their fucking image and just like gaming. Because if they get away with it, other companies get the idea. Hey, we can too, you know. Just like fucking Microsoft with Xbox Live. Now Sony's like,
when it comes to the flack that they're getting with fucking DLC, that's like, it ain't gonna happen. I already know.
Yeah, hopefully fucking all these companies like see the flack that's at hand here. You know, it doesn't even matter how good the product is. You know, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Oh man, it's such a good game. But no game is worth, you know, having shoved in and out of your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you know, doesn't matter how good it is.
There's just one thing I fucking love about this whole thing. There's so many fucking rape references. I love it. It's like, dude.
What do you mean?
Dude, they're fucking bending you over. They're fucking you up ass, dude. They're not even fucking using lube. They're fucking like, dude, but you just fucking keep running home to fucking Microsoft because you fucking say you only do it because they love you. It's like,
well, the fucking Blockbuster, dude. That one who's like, oh, he's my boy, he's my man. He can fuck me all he wants. Dude, that's like literally the position that those people hold, though, man. It's ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, we need to wrap it up. All so right. I guess that'll be the closing statement.
Right there.
Rape forever.
Rate forever. Rate good.
Yeah, rate.
Like the page. Subscribe
and rape.
So tune in to the next episode of Next Gen.